2,300 square feet per unit in total building size, zoning case number PZ 2022-0001-RZ-R2. And this public hearing is open at 7:30.
Mayor, Dr. Edmondson, I believe, is online. Can you hear us, Dr. Edmondson?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Just basically, this is similar to what we just done here, except what they're requesting is the design change. What originally was approved was a triplex with 2 duplexes on it. Between the triplex and one of the duplexes was a 20-foot required by the fire code because the triplex is multifamily. He's since come back and designed it to where it would be 2 family or 2 duplexes, however you want to call it, and they can be separated. There's no requirement, but he's separating them by 10 foot. And then on the last one, it's going to be a single unit. So it's still 7 units, just like what you approved before. But in here, I listed what each building that is on his plans are. Building A, the total 1,814 square feet. And then buildings B1 and 2 and 3, which will be the 2 family, 2-story townhomes. They're going to be separated by 10 foot. And in no case will it be over 2,300 square feet. Matter of fact, the largest I see is 2,092. And that's total area on those.
What do you mean by that, Norman?
That's the total building itself. That's, the livable area is going to be a little less than that.
Because the garage is on...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And that, again, the only other thing that we did as a city, again, while we're going through this, was we dealt with the fencing, much similar to what we did before. And all that is, of course, highlighted in the ordinance that I sent to y'all. So that's the major change, with just changing the design. It meets all the setbacks, still everything's in line with just like it was originally approved. So I'll let Dr. Edmondson say whatever.
Dr. Edmondson, do you have anything to add to the staff's presentation?
No, sir, really, again, I came in there about a month ago, and I've made really one major change, and that was just separating from the triplex to a duplex and a single unit. I didn't really like the triplex idea with 20 feet between the other buildings, so for uniformity on the lot, I wanted to have 3 duplexes, so to speak, in a single unit versus 2 duplexes in a triplex. I didn't like personally the layout on the lots, and unfortunately I was out of town right before the last meeting, and the original design that I had got changed slightly, and I didn't get to see it, so I literally walked in with you guys, or with P&Z, so I didn't get the chance to change it, or fix it, so afterwards I still went back, and it just bothered me enough that I wanted to change it.
And these are still all 2-car driveways?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else who wishes to speak during this public hearing?
Dr. Edmondson, do you have an idea of what price range these will be in that you could share?
My guesstimation is going to be anywhere from about 23 to 26 per month.
You're talking about the rent, right, lease?
Rent, yes.
I thought they were going to be privately owned. I didn't know that.
No, they're going to be leased.
Okay.
So your plan is to keep them all and lease them all, or is that what your plan is?
Yes, sir. I hope to have some money in retirement.
Good luck. Smart man.
With the market doing what it's doing, I can understand that.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying with the market doing what it's doing right now, I can understand that.
Yes.
We're in the bear market, that's why. So.
Okay. Anyone else who wishes to speak during the public hearing? Close the public hearing at 7:35. We'll move to the action for the public hearing in order to consider the recommendation of the council on the proposed application for rezoning the planned development located at, in the River Oaks Dental Block 1, Lots 2 and 3, from a PD Planned Development Zoning District pursuant to Ordinance 1338-2022 to an amended PDR Planned Development Zoning District for a redesigned town-owned development by repealing the former ordinance and adopting ordinance number 1346-2022, zoning case number PZ 2022-0001RZ-R2.
I would note, this was gonna be a business behind it, but with the possibility of that road closing off, that's why he changed it to what he's done. I make a motion to approve ordinance 1346-2022.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 1346-2022. Any further discussion? Oh, and all that, I don't know that this is an odd piece of land because there is a chance that the road gets closed, which would hinder it for commercial purposes. And, we could leave it single family, but I'm not sure single family facing those businesses makes much more sense either. So I think it is probably still the best use of that land given the circumstances. So, do we have any, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
What's your timeline, What do you expect to start construction?
I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna give it a month or two, because I wanna see how things go with Grumps, because Grumps parking is a little bit of a concern for me.
Yeah.
So I don't wanna just jump out and start construction. I wanna really give Grumps a chance to, traffic flow to Grumps is probably a better way to say that, to start to die down from just the newness of it.
Okay.
And then get a better handle of what that's gonna truly look like. It's a concern for me, to be honest.
Okay.
So, right now, Grumps is they're parking on both sides of that road. When I put my townhomes in and the driveways are there, they won't be able to do that. But that's not my issue, but that is the amount of traffic still on that road for residential is still concerning to me. If I had other options, I would take it, but I don't. So, in a roundabout way of answering your question is, I'm gonna kind of take a slow approach to it, because I want to see what happens with Grumps.
Okay. Thanks for sharing all that.
Thank you. We'll move now to item number 18, which is to conduct a public hearing in order to receive citizen comments on the proposed application submitted by Belia Espinoza to replat approximately 0.3749 acres of land described as being Block 11, Lot 3 in the Casper Gardens addition, and if subdivided, will be replatted into two 90-foot wide by 80-foot wide by 80-foot deep single-platted lots, subject to approval by special permit that are 7,200 square feet in size in an R4 single-family zoning district, zoning case number PZ 2022-0004. And this public hearing is open at 7:39.
You'll remember, this is R4, where that the corner lots can be split and not meet the depth requirement, which is 110 feet. But they brought to us originally wanting to, and it's a good-sized lot, but they wanted to originally split it into three, and that was denied because they would not meet the square footage of a R4 lot, which was 6,000 square feet. What they got before you tonight will meet that, and it's only two, and it's 7,200 square feet. The only thing is, it still requires, and P&Z did approve it with that recommendation, that it can only be approved by special permit issued by the city council, which I provided you a copy of that special permit. We've done this on others, but each one is a case-by-case study, but the lot is, it's like 180 foot by a 90 foot deep. The only thing it's lacking is it's lacking 20 foot to meet the 110. But being it's a corner lot, now this house will face Yale. There's been concerns about that before, but They will set it back, but, that has not